Hello, hello. Just got off that other Zoom. I know some of the team members were on there too. Okay, who was on the Pose Zoom? I know most of you were. Okay, so I just want this to be like open conversation. I really want to know what you think. Yeah, I want this to be an open conversation. But first, I want to talk to you because I know last Monday we didn't have our Zoom, and I wanted to talk to you about what it felt like to be at corporate on Monday. So I hopped in a car with Dawn Burish, Mer oh, I'm recording. Dawn Burish, Marilyn Mosier, and Susie Benjamin on Sunday morning. And we left at 7 a.m. and we got to Lehi, Utah around 8:30. And there was a little bit of a closing celebration we got to be a part of. And then Monday, we were at corporate all day long. And so they had it set up where every presidential came up and spoke. And Michael Beindorf, he spoke a little bit as well. And I have to tell you, he sat in the very front row in his chair and was taking notes constantly. And what was so funny, you guys, is Kristen Cunningham was sitting next to him, and I would see Kristen lean back in her chair and look at his notes and look and see what like he was writing down and taking notes of. I thought that was really funny. Um, so anyway, I believe it is a huge blessing that Michael has such a tight window to be here because he is not messing around. The fact that, think of it, when you have a tight timeline, you don't waste a second, right? Because you know the deadline. Michael knows he has 90 days before Terrence comes in, and he's not wasting a single second. So, for instance, like Brandon brought up a point. Michael, I saw him put it right in his notes. I saw Kristen check to see if he did. And like he's just not messing around. And he's not what's so beautiful about this company, especially when I think of like my work with Bob, is Michael actually said, we're not we're not thinking about the bottom line right now. We're we're working on the top line, which means they are willing to invest where they feel like right now things need to be invested. I think it was said they spent $60,000 on this event, and Carrie Dickey called so many consultants, like OG consultants that were in back in the day, and they were there that evening. They were there that day. Like so many people coming out of the woodwork wanting to be a part of this again because for them, I mean, I even have people on my team that have been in for a very long time and they're starting to see Carrie Dickey doing meetings and going back to Pro Tandem and they're like, it feels like the old days. And I love the old days. They're like, those were really fun. So that is the focus. I talked to Skylar and Skylar said, our main focus right now is to just build a really, really solid foundation for everybody. And we all know, and I think every single presidential said this, still today, we are not a Me Too company. No one and nothing can compete with Protandim Nerf 2. It is a one product that got us to 200 million, and it is a one product, honestly, that could take us to a billion. We have just kind of forgotten about it. I don't think we've forgotten about it, but we've gotten sidetracked with a lot of other things. I want to share with you a couple of notes too. I've told you this in the chat and everything, but a reminder that Brandon Cunningham, he had his highest enrollment week he's ever had that the week before the event, so 2 weeks ago. And he was with a woman that makes more in a month than he makes in a year. I don't still don't know who she is. They had a meeting with a gal that didn't know LifeVantage, didn't know our products, but she's like, is that yellow thing? So again, I would encourage you that every post you put out there, again, and we're not posting sales posts, right? We're posting posts to connect. Post things that will connect with your person on the other side of the screen. What is your yellow story? You holding the pill. And what is your story with that starts with yellow? And then what is your story with the business? Whether you've found community, whether you've grown yourself personally, whether you've brought in extra income, like share those and share them often and put that hashtag, it starts with yellow, because people are looking for it. And I had asked Brandon, I said, what are some of the skills and the things that we should sharpen up on as we look to, bring more people in? And he's like, sell yourself. And not only selling yourself, but remembering that when people invest in this company, they're not just getting the products in a pack, they're getting you. And therefore, that business pack is a pretty darn good deal, right? Somebody signs with a business pack, they're getting you. And now they're getting this incredible system that Sean and Michelle created for us, right? This incredible system. So we are not a Me Too. Brandon, he talked about this. He said, convenience exposes commitment. Basically saying it's easy to say you're committed when things are convenient, but when they're inconvenient, your true level of commitment is revealed. Um, the people making money aren't looking for the systems, they're looking for your consistency. That was a big deal that Brandon talked about too. The people that he's been enrolling, they're just watching him and his consistency in how he's showing up and how he's relating to people. That's what really attracted them as well. And then there was a panel of Blue Elam, and Blue talked to Seth and he talked to Carrie Williams. And we all know all the loss that Carrie has been through. She just lost her dog not long ago, and then her other dog, she was on a walk, and her dog literally got attacked by a coyote, and she thought she was going to lose that dog. So she's had a lot going on in her life, and the consistent theme with like Blue and his family and what they've been through, and Carrie and her family, and Seth and what he's been through was I didn't know what I had built and what we needed until we needed it, right? We're all going to have life happen. And how prepared are we going to be when life happens? And it's like Ray just said on the last presentation we just did, we had that slide where it talks about how much money you'd have to bring in retirement. And he said, like, LifeVantage can condense time for you in that area. Like, we can condense time for people literally. We can create that retirement income for people in a very short amount of time, an extra $500 a month if that's what they want. We can't take that for granted. People want that now more than ever. Um, let's see real quick. What else did I highlight here? Okay, that was about it. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you was a takeaway that I got from Bob. And I want to tell you why I feel this way even more so. But Bob does these mirrors and kind of shares with us reflections of where we were and where we are now. And this was one that I got. And I told him, I said, for the first time since I can remember, I'm excited to work with a new person. I'm not worried about what I'm plugging them into because I know I'm the one they're getting plugged into. And I'm excited to lead again. And he said, hold that. From the woman who told me she hadn't felt peace in her business or her life, from the woman who didn't know what to talk about anymore. Like I told him these things. From the woman whose calling was being suppressed on many of the leader calls, from the woman who said the disconnection around sponsoring had been festering under the layer for a little while, that woman is now excited to recruit. That woman now can disagree with her upline out loud from love and not from fear. And that woman now stands on stage and talks about becoming with calling as the foundation instead of fear as the confession. I just thought that was powerful. I wanted to share that with you guys because that's what I want for you too. Honestly, for a very long time, I've not been excited about bringing someone new in because I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with them? Where am I going to plug them in? What are we going to do? I mean, that's why I created that pretty workbook, and I still really like that. I turned it yellow. I tried to make it very basic. I really did. But I just feel like Brandon always says, I feel like one by one by one, everybody's jumping into the same boat and everybody is rowing in the same direction. And I love that I will get this to you guys, and a lot of it happens when we do, but whether it's Brandon or the Pose opening up what they created to anybody, Brandon has opened up. He does a call, you guys, on Monday nights, and I forget the time, but I've tuned into it, so it can't be this time, where he literally teaches people about money. He teaches you, he talks about investments, he talks about stocks, and it's open. Anybody can ask any question at any time, and it's open to anyone. Okay, so I just believe that that is such an important tool. And it's beautiful that he does that for people. So I'll make sure that I get you guys that information. Like he literally just gave us his calendar and said, here's when we have the calls, here's when we do stuff, plug into anything that you want. That's where we're at. Tyler Daniels cried on Monday. Has anyone ever seen him cry? I haven't seen him cry. Like he couldn't stop crying. From the minute he stood up there to the minute that he stopped, there was just this feeling in the room that everybody was like, finally, finally, we're getting rid of all the noise and we're getting back to what made us great, right? And that's what I believe Sean has offered us. I really think the biggest piece of what Sean created is that databasing. I really do. I started plugging names in there and I was like, dude, this feels so good. It feels so good to have a place where you can put a name. Yes, Jeannie, we talked about that today. You can put a name, you can put notes, and you know exactly where it's going to be. It's not going to be in a sticky note, in a binder, some in your calendar. It's all in the same place. Like imagine, and this is what it looks like, okay? You have someone you want to talk to, you do the invite, right? And there are invites on that One Person Big Difference site. You can copy and paste them, but we also know we want them to hear our voice, right? So remembering truly, I know I loved scripts too in the beginning, but I just want you to remember when you come from love, a script isn't necessary when you come from love. Fear says, I need a script because I'm not good enough. Love says, I know exactly why they need to see this. And you come from love. Okay. But the scripts are there. And you have those right on that site. You can copy and paste them, or you could read it while you have it up on your phone and you talk into the phone. And then the tool is Free Range Life. You send them that tool. And I'm sure Sean said this. People have been using it. They watch the ABC and then they watch the breakthrough. And a new breakthrough is coming. They are working on an updated breakthrough. I'm excited for that. I think it would be good to have like an updated one. But in the meantime, the people that have already used it, the feedback has been amazing. And then what would be that third step? Third party validation, right? You get them on a Zoom, you get them on with me. Sean said he'll do third party calls all day long as he's available. Like people are ready to be busy and they're ready to go to work. And this 2000 to get to see the vice president, you guys, we have half a month left. And I believe with all my heart that if you decide that you're going to go after that, you can bring in 2 business packs by the end of the month. Yes, you can, because you're not doing it alone. You're using the tool and you're using team. You can do that. But we drove through Park City on the way home, and it is so beautiful. It's so beautiful there. Park City, Salt Lake City. those places are not going to be accessible to anyone for quite a while after this coming year because they're going to be preparing for the Olympics. Like you have the chance to go there and welcome in honestly a brand new era for LifeVantage. Imagine what that would feel like. And the people, I think honestly, if you bring in these business packs, it's those new people that really have a way to get there, right? Because they have access to brand new people that don't even know what we have. And that's what excites me time after time, whether it's Brandon and his big fish or whomever. So many people saying yes and having no idea still what LifeVantage is. And so excited when they see it. So please don't assume everybody already knows it. Don't assume people are not making decisions. Don't assume nobody has the money. People will decide if the timing is right. People will decide if we give them the right information and we come from love and we help them make that decision, right? It doesn't mean everyone's going to. But gosh, if you can bring this forward to people that you've been talking to, that you presented to in the past, and share your excitement about where we're going and revisit with them, if now were the right time, would you be open to taking another look? Our tools are perfected, our system is perfected, and I'm excited, right? Believe that it can happen. It really can. I got a long ways to go too, but I'm going to go for it, man. I really want you guys to too. It'd be so fun for a lot of us to go together. This is open to anybody. That's what's so cool. This, you don't have to get to a certain rank to get this. It's literally open to anyone that wants to make it. That's what's so cool. So, who has questions or let's talk about these systems. Like, how do we feel? Questions, concerns, anything? I will show you. I did already put them in boards. And here's the thing, like new people in boards, I don't think it's a great idea to put a new person in boards right away. Like we are still the system. What Sean has given us, it still means it's about us taking the time with them, us finding out what they want, how fast they want to go, all of those things. It's taking time and having that initial Zoom, no matter what, finding that time with them so you know what's next. But it's just this first folder, what to send to the new person. And it's just the two links. That's all I put in here. And I just did this. You have easy access to them. You know exactly where they are. They're in boards. Free range life, ABC report, breakthrough video, and then one person big difference with everything else. Basically, the onboarding system right here. And then in this other folder for new consultants, I just kind of have some of the other things that are in there. Join our Facebook Messenger groups, our Monday Zoom schedule, those calculators that Sean created, and then some stuff on posts and everything. I still think there might be a place for the handbook, maybe when it comes to someone that wants to do social media. Maybe just another checklist for you to make sure that you've given them everything to get them started. Maybe let me know your thoughts on that. But I will simplify that so that it's not another thing. So talk to me. What do we think?
I love the databasing, the yellow notepad.
Mhm.
It's the one thing that I feel like I was never good at. Well, I'm not good at a lot of things, but it was the one thing that like stalled me the most was databasing and having a place for it all to be because I just had notepads everywhere with people.
Mhm. Isn't that crazy? I mean, not crazy. That's awesome. Jeannie was telling me the same thing today. Like that's something that held her back was just the databasing, where to put the names. So yeah, that'll it feels so good putting names in there. I loved it. And
Mhm.
it makes you have to put that 40. So you got to dig deep.
And that's true for me as well. I mean, I've got probably 5 different notebooks that I've started, and they all have names in them, but they're not all in one notebook. So, I mean, they're kind of all over the place. And each notebook has LifeVantage on the outside of it, but I mean, it's just not organized.
I,
I love
I
it.
like, I like the database thing. I also, I like the tool that the tool will meet you with wherever you're at. I mean, if you want to do the 2 a day, 15 presentations, a week and run to exec, you can. Or if you want to go at a slower pace or, just meet a $500 dream, it still works.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
it's all there. And you might only have this, $500 dream, but if you ever sign somebody up that wants to run to exec, it's the same freaking tool. Just show it to them.
Well said. Well said.
The other thing, and I'm guessing, Tanya, you saw the presentation that Sean put together?
No, I haven't
Oh,
seen it. There's
well,
still, I don't know if it's fully done.
well, I saw probably the first version of it because he did it at the meeting on last Tuesday night that they had at their
Oh,
house. And
okay.
I mean, when he is finished with that, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. And anybody, even an idiot like me, can stand up there and do it. And he pulled, I don't remember who it was. Oh, the one of the gal that has Nectar,
Yeah.
he had her come forward. Michelle had her come forward and do it. And she handed her, which is why I had her send me the company story. She handed her the company story that was all written out, and she stood in front of the group. She read it, and she'd never seen it before, but she had a chance to have good inflection in her voice. I mean, and it was like she knew it 100%, like she'd done it 100 times, and she did it in front of the entire group. And I mean, it was just very professional, extremely well done. And so when you get a chance, when we all get a chance to see the presentation, and it just flows and it's so easy.
Mm, I love it.
Yep.
And I just want to say too, we need to stop calling ourselves names, Jen. That is not allowed in this forum, okay?
Sorry,
She didn't
sorry.
call herself a name. Well, maybe she did. Yeah, anyway. You're
Will,
forgiven.
will that
I'll
presentation be tomorrow night? Do you know?
I don't know. Did he say there was one tomorrow? I had to jump off to do that Zoom.
Over
Um,
at the Dr. Greer's tomorrow night? I didn't
Oh,
know.
I don't know, Sherry. There's probably a good chance. Yeah, that one's happening locally in town, guys.
I
um
would I would guess that they might do the presentation thing tomorrow night as well. I'm not sure, but I kind of think they will.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
Kristen?
I I just think that for anybody that has been afraid of onboarding
Yep.
a new person, you don't have to be concerned anymore. This thing is amazing.
Hmm.
You just get them going on it. You do it the way they teach you to do it. Have them follow the same process, and there is no concerns about whether or not you can onboard a new person. It's all there.
You guys, and then Kristen, I'll come to you, but I have to tell you, like, when fear is the driver, there will be a ripple and a crack in your belief. And where there's a ripple and a crack in your belief, you don't do anything. You think about it, but you don't move because you're unsure. And with this, like, how can there be fear? Like I mean, of course, we're still going to have it a little bit, right? You may question your own worth, whatever it is, but to have this kind of clarity that we're all on the same page, we're all using the same presentation, you're going to know exactly what you're sending people to. Like, it's just, oh, thank God. Right? Oh, Kristen.
Yeah, I was just going to say this gives so much clarity, and you just said it. It's
Hmm.
phenomenal. And I didn't know this was happening. Not that I should or anything, but I saw somebody in the chat go free range. What was it? Free range something.
Free
I'm like, what
range
is
life.
that?
Yeah.
And then I looked it up quick and I'm like, holy smokes, this is fabulous. So I've been using the Biohack and Activate.
Yeah.
So this is really going to replace that and so much more.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm so grateful
Yeah.
for this
I
because
mean,
this just fine tunes everything.
yeah.
Yeah. And
I,
I,
you
like
know,
you guys, I have paper everywhere of this list and that list, and they're everywhere. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be great.
uh, Biohack and Activate, I love that site. I really do. Um, and for a moment, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know. But I just feel like we need to be in alignment. I don't want you guys questioning what you use anymore. And it does go back to our beginning story. So, did Sean show the free range life on the Zoom? No? Okay, I'm going to show you guys really quick, just so you can see it, because I think I have it up. Yeah. So, free range life, again, this is in boards, a
Oh,
direct
yeah, I
link.
guess yeah.
He did show
He
it.
did. Yep, he
He
did show
did.
it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Starts with yellow. So, and even just make sure you read through this as well. This was a big thing for me too. In the middle, I wanted to have like other stories of other people, but that's why they put this here. So most of us are moms, dads, teachers, nurses, health advocates, small business owners, entrepreneurs, even your neighbors, regular people who saw something worth sharing. But some of us were trained to question everything, and here's what they found. And that's where this extra validation comes in with people that have big letters behind their name, which is super cool. And then you've got the breakthrough. And you will see for some of you, when Carrie Dickey was in Sioux Falls, Carrie Dickey shares a story of when Stu showed her this video. And Carrie got to the end of this video where they started listing all the institutions that have studied Protandem, and that's where she stopped it. And she was like, I mean, she just couldn't wait to ask questions. So that's why this video is cut here with these institutions, because that's where it was cut for her as well. So I thought that was cool. And again, it makes it very short. And then literally says, if you're curious, join us for the full story. And then that's when, again, you will say, Tanya, I got somebody that wants more information. You'll connect us on Facebook Messenger through text, or you'll know that there's a Zoom that you can connect them to. And one thing I want to share with you, I don't know if I told you guys this or not. Um, my newest consultant, she's not ready to plug in just yet, but she, I'd been following up with her for a long time, and she had gotten on a Zoom, a live Zoom, but could only watch a little bit of it and then hopped off. Did I tell you this story? Okay, and she said, send me the recording. And I sent her the recording, and then I was like, this is not what she needs. I don't know when she's going to watch it. I don't know if she's going to be present when she watches it. I'm like, she needs to talk to somebody. So I literally had sent it, and then I deleted it and I took it back. And I sent her a message, and I'm like, look, Marlene, I'm not sending you the recording. I'm like, this is not what you need. I'm like, I want you to hear someone else's story. I want you to be able to really ask your questions and help you make a decision to move you forward. And then that's what we did. She connected to Carrie and we got her signed up. That wasn't the most pleasant experience, but we got her signed up. So anyway, yeah, I that was another place where I believe fear would say, I'm just going to send her the tool and then I don't have to really be a part of it and do the hard work because that's scary. But love would say, I'm leading her in the right way. And a love-led person is going to say, I'm going to connect her with another human being so that she can really be led to make the best decision for herself, not just watch it when it's convenient and not take it serious, right? By me leading her in that way too, I'm showing her like this is a serious thing. I take this serious and I want you to take this serious for your life too. So trust your instincts with those things, okay? It's too easy to send it and wait on them. But we're not waiters, we're business owners, right? Or waitresses. See what I did there? Anyway. I am really excited for this. I'm really excited for all of you. I think it's really fun. This is happening in the summer when it's the yellow sun and the yellow movement, and do all things yellow and really have fun with this and allow yourself to just really, really enjoy your business and get into the One Person Big Difference site and start putting your database in there. It's going to feel so good. You're going to feel like a business owner just by doing that. Get out all those notepads, Jean. Get out all those notepads and books, Kristen, and like plug those names in. And let's just get to work. You're going to remember people you haven't for a while. I got my notebook out and I'm like, I got to start plugging these people in. So, any questions before we go?
Just one quick question. Do you know if there's going to be a replay of what just preceded us
Oh,
with,
with me and Jamie and Ray?
yeah,
Yes, there'll be a replay.
okay. I would love to get that.
Yeah,
I
thank
caught the
God
last
that
couple
is
minutes and I'm like,
super sexy
shoot.
too. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I'll get that and I'll send it out. That'll be a
Okay.
great tool.
Thank you.
So, anything else? Okay, you guys. Hey, Dino,
Yeah,
you wanna pray for us?
sure.
Thank you.
Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for our leadership group and for their desire to only bring out the best in us and to give us the opportunity to make the most out of everything we have in front of us. And we just pray, Lord, for your continued guidance for all of them and for all of us, and that we'll continue to receive your blessings from this leadership group and to be the best we can be with all that they give us. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Dean. Love you guys. Mwah. Talk to you soon. Bye.